Hi everyone, this is Ramona Shaw, and today we're going to talk about vulnerability because vulnerability is such a um, trendy topic, I want to say, right? It's a lot of conversations about being vulnerable, being transparent. What does it mean for leaders to show up authentically and vulnerable and courageous and all that? Now, there is the good question that sometimes comes up that people ask, well, how vulnerable should I be? How open, how transparent should I be with my new direct reports? When am I oversharing? What's that fine line? It's a great question to ask because the generic advice of hey, be vulnerable and I'll be creating a rapport and build strong relationships. There is a risk to that. It's generally good advice. It helps to relate, to be and to develop trust and closer relationships. But particularly for first time managers, there is a risk of being too vulnerable, which then can be counter effective for your team. Let's look at a particular example. Someone gets promoted. I'm saying Anne gets promoted. She's now leading a team. She's actually leading the team that she used to be part of. Now, day one, Monday comes. She is now in charge of the team. So day one, Monday comes. She's now in charge of the team. And she's never led before. So, of course, all eyes on her. She knows it. She feels nervous. She knows she doesn't really have a clue what she's doing yet. She has to figure this out. She thinks she has to learn this on the job. And she's nervous and anxious. And because she feels really close to the peer, her direct reports, former peers, she's open. She says, she thinks, hey, I want to be vulnerable. I want to share. And she sits in a meeting and she might say, you know, I'm really excited to take on this role, but also I want to let you know I'm new to this. I don't really know how I'm going to do this, and I don't really know what will work and what will not work. I'll just try my best, and we'll figure this out along the way. Because I've never led before, so don't be too strict on me. Like, don't be too harsh. I'm doing my best. I have no clue what I'm doing right now, but I'll be doing my best. So that Anne might be thinking she's being vulnerable and she's doing doing the team a favor and being transparent. The problem is, though, that for the team members, they're looking to Anne, and their main criteria on Anne, their main request and need from Anne is to be an empowering, inspiring, effective leader. That's what they need from her. So for her to say, like, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'll be figure this out along the way, can deflate people's morale and their engagement, because that's exactly what they need from Anne, right? And now she's saying she doesn't know what she's doing. That's not helping the trust building process, not helping the relationship, the new relationship that has to form between peers and leaders, and the leader. Instead, so look at what does that mean for Anne instead. Instead, Anne can be vulnerable in the sense that she says, hey, I'm really excited. I know some of you have hope for that promotion as well. I acknowledge that. I will want to work with you to see how you want to run, what you think would be best for the team. She can be open and acknowledge things and acknowledge feelings. She can show empathy. I know this may be a little bit difficult right now. She can show that compassion. She can also, admit a mistake. So you can say, 2 weeks in, you can say, hey, listen, I thought it would be really helpful to have a weekly meeting, but I'm realizing now that might be an overkill. We really only need a bi-weekly meeting. So that was my mistake. Going forward, let's do a bi-weekly meeting and see how that works. So then she's admitting, well, she made a mistake. She kind of misjudged the situation. That's a very simple one, right? Those are the things she can be vulnerable. She can be vulnerable about showing her emotion in terms of other things that are not related to her core competency. It applies to all leaders in general, but particularly important for first-time managers, where everyone is looking to them to get affirmation that they'll be the leader, that strong, inspiring, effective leader that the team members will need. So being vulnerable and then diminishing that, reducing that trust relationship can be counter-effective. So that's briefly on how to go about vulnerability and what to be aware of if you're a first-time manager. Now, for more training for new managers and on leadership, check out the masterclass on Ramona Shaw, ramonashaw.com/masterclass, where I'll walk you through a ton more of information and strategies and tips on how to be effective as a new manager. That's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Another short video like this. Bye-bye.